What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out in a second. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Just give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and look at some setups we can possibly jump into. We caught a nice move yesterday. Let me fix this. We caught multiple nice moves yesterday. And there's a few potential setups we see right now. The GBP CPI is going off right now, though. As we see right now, we see the fluctuations, we see the spikes in the market right now with the GBP pairs. See GN doing the same thing. See GJ doing the same thing. Took an L last night, meaning the mirrors on Euro AD, went for another buy on that. Ended up retracing down some more again. And now it's back underneath this level. I have this buy level, I have this buy idea marked off right here. But as you can see, it's breaking below this level. So we're just going to let it do its thing for right now. We're just going to let these pairs do their thing for right now. I do like this setup right here, though, for GA. It's right on top of the support level right here. So I do like this setup right here. I was looking at the JPY pairs too. Now they're pushing back up. Yeah, so we might see some reversals happening soon with the JPY pairs as well. There we go. I can see the potential oil buys today as well. That's if price can break above this level. We can see some possible oil buys. Need some stop loss. Yes, we're gonna let these pairs retrace. Kind of want EN to retrace too, since it didn't hold that level. I was looking for this last night, but if it's retracing down here, we're simply going to look for a buy at this level right here. Yeah, it looks like the euro pairs are retracing down. Yeah, I like this right here. So I'm gonna write this up. Haven't entered anything yet. Just started the string, y'all. So for this, it's going to be 240. Alright, so we're going to wait for this 15 to close. New 5-minute did just start. And I like GN too if it can break back above this level. So I want to see if we can break back above this level. And if we can do that, we'll go for a buy. But if it retraces back down, we'll look for buys regardless. We're not going to be looking for sells, at least for the next couple of levels. And GA is pushing up. Yeah, I don't want this news to make the move start. I don't want to miss the move on this. It's not really a good entry up. I'd like it to drop down like about 10 pips. So I'm gonna let this news do its thing. It's not a crazy rip, but it is kind of helping push price the direction I wanted to see it go. I forgot to add the second I forgot to add this new level to GC. So let me do that on my other screen. So I'm about to do that really quick. So while we're doing that, let's keep an eye on. Yeah, that thing's pumping up. GN is pumping up as well. So we want to see if we can go for another buy on GN because we caught a huge buy setup yesterday on GN. So we're going to go for that again. I'll put it right underneath there. There we go. Yeah, GA is flying up though. I had that written out. So is GC. You know, those things are pumping up now. So we got the CPI for GBP pairs right now. We got CPI going off all day actually. So we look at the news for today. We have CPI for GBP popping off right now. Then we have in about an hour and 45 minutes, we have a press conference. Not press conference, the president speaking for the euro. We got Euro news, and then of course we got the FOMC later on today. So I'm gonna be looking at these currency pairs, but I mean the indexes, but I kind of want to. I don't know. I'm gonna look at them and see if we can jump in on something. But I know last FOMC that was at 2 o'clock. Markets were dead until 2, and then we put that on top of the huge pump we caught yesterday. Like we caught the entire. Well, let me not say the entire. Let's see first. Oh yeah, we did. We caught the entire daily candlestick on SPX yesterday. We literally entered here at like 3 something on live yesterday, and we literally caught the entire daily candlestick. So we could see some slight retracements or retests. Like I said, there's a bunch of levels on SPX we can trade off of. There's a bunch of levels on SPX in general that SPX bounces off of that we can play with. Yeah, the GP pairs are pumping right now. What's about to do? Oh yeah, I supposed to add my lows for GP cap. Yeah, I think it's pumping now. Right off that second 5 minute. Yeah, so this is already kind of doing the move. But I'm not tripping too much because we're either gonna wait for the retracement down. Because I was going to go for buys regardless. So if I don't go for a buy here, I'm just gonna wait for price to break the next level or retrace back down to this level. So I'm not tripping too much about that. But let's see what GN's up to. So GN did just break this level. So GN's pump up is not really killing us too much. It's actually going to help us for this next 15 if it can hold this level. And then GC, like I said, I'm going to add the second level where you see there's a strong candlestick there. So yeah, most of these Canadian pairs are going to be looking for buy setups. Last night, New Zealand CAD already started this move. We're going to be looking for a possible entry up here if it can break and hold this level. But yeah, we're going to be looking for Canadian pair buys. Indexes, we're going to be looking for buys as well for now, at least. That can change. And the New Zealand pairs, I want to look for buys for right now as well. They're kind of just retracing right. Well, GN is not, but Euro New Zealand is. And then AD New Zealand is as well. Now, AD is a little tricky, as we know. But it is pushing up. So we're going to break and hold above this level. We can definitely see the reversal happening with AD New Zealand as well. And AD CAD is already kind of broken above that level. So yeah, GBP CAD was the only Canadian pair that was at a decent entry. But the news kind of, well, it didn't ruin it yet. The Euro CAD not so much. Gonna wait for the retracement. We could have jumped in it yesterday though, because that Euro CAD kind of went crazy too. We could have jumped in that yesterday too, but it's all good. Yeah, that's an extremely strong candlestick on the GP pairs. So GJ is breaking up as well. So we're about to exit out of this. And yeah, so now we're going to be looking for buys. So yeah, now I'm going to be leaning for buys on the JPY pairs. So if it retraces back down, we're going for buys, or I'm going to wait for price to break above like 162, like 75. If we can do that, I'm going for buys on that. So we're gonna get rid of it. It's still underneath this level, but yeah, I'm gonna be looking for buys for these pairs right now. So I'm just gonna be waiting for price to break above the next level. If it can break above the next level, I'm going for buys. Well, if it can hold it, I'm not going. I don't, trade off strictly breakouts. But if it can break and hold that level, I will go for a buy. Then I'm looking for a buy on oil. Gold, I'm going to kind of leave it alone for right now. Let it do is retracing. Let's see. Yeah, it could retrace a little bit more, but I'm not going to go for sells yet. I'm not going to go for buys yet. I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. I might leave it alone for the day. But I'm going to look back and forth on it throughout the day, of course. But for right now, I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, but it looks like JPY pairs are pushing up. So we're going to be looking for buys on JPY pairs. NJ just broke this level. Yeah, so we're going to look for buys on JPY pairs. So we got a couple minutes to the next 15. This just broke this level. So if it can hold this level of support off the retest, I won't be too against going for a buy on these pairs right here. So I need to pull in my other JPY pairs since that's what we're doing. All right, down. AJ just broke this level as well. Got about 30 seconds to the next 15. And I see the comments. I'm going to read them in a second. I'm trying to make sure everything's straight. Because as y'all know, as soon as I start talking, I start reading, these markets move quick. So I want to make sure we don't miss anything, especially before we jump into something. Yeah, so we're going to see what these next 15s look like. Let's see what these next 15s look like. All right, so let me write these trade ideas up. That way, if we do decide to jump in any of these, they're already written up, so we can just hop in them. And I just have to, type the TPs, that's it. But the TPs is the easier part. All right, new 15 did just start. 96, 80, 9675. All right, so I was holding this off, so I do like this. So let me go ahead and post a disclaimer really quick before things start picking up. Then we're going to go over how we did yesterday. So this is your first time on the stream. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free Telegram, the free Signal room. And in a little bit, we're going to go over how we did yesterday. But right now, I'm just going to pay attention to the charts and try to not miss any setups. That's going to be the game plan right now. So new 15 did just start. Let's click NJ. Yes, I want to see a retest on here. And it looks like we're going to try to do that for us. I'm watching GN as well. I'm about to flip to the other pairs as well. Just give me a second. I'm just having it. Okay, there it is. I need to reorganize my pairs. All right, so now we're doing the retracement. So now we're about to see if it can hold these levels. I'm going to hold these levels. Depending on what I see, we might enter a buy. All right, your AD's pushing back up. We'll keep an eye on that as well. GJ, let's put GJ back on the 15. All right, cool. So we broke above this level, we closed above it. Now we're going to see if we can hold this level. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to pay attention to these pairs right here. I got GN on my other screen, but I'm about to really quick fix GC, like I said I was. And then we'll catch up to the comments. All right, cool. And now we add this level here. Let's do this level here. I want to do it. Yeah, that should be decent. Yeah, that should be decent. Let's just flip back to these really quick. All right, so we can see the retracement / retest going down. All right, cool. So right now, like I said, I'm on my other monitor trying to update and fix my levels on GC. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. Yeah, so it's about to hit the bottom of the daily zone now. So yeah, like I said, we're going to see if it can hold this level. Just do this. I guess choppy. Yeah, we're going to do this for now. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do that for now. All right, cool. So if it holds this level and tries to drop back below, we can still consider sales for this. So if GJ breaks back below this level, then we can consider sales. But if it holds this level, and the same thing with EJPY, if it holds this level of support, then we're going to go for buys on these pairs right here. And so far, we can see a wick So far it is holding the level of support, which is a nice sign. The New Zealand pairs are still dropping to the downside, which is no issue. Let me see. This would be a good position for a sell if I wasn't leaning towards a buy, strictly because the other pairs are bullish. You see GN's holding that level there though. G on the other hand is bullish, so I want to look for buys on GN. Even though they did reject this level twice. We're going to see. Because GN and EN have been flip-floppy these past couple weeks. And EN's been consistently bearish this whole time. But we got the retracements going down. I'm going to have to fix this because it's going to bother me. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. And no rush to enter any trades like usual. If we're going to enter trades, we want to make sure that we have a high chance of it going our way. And it makes sense while we're entering the trade. So I'm in no rush right now. So I'm just about to fix this level because it's not centered and that's going to bother me. Let me put the... This is decent. All right, cool. So we're just going to put it right there for now. All right, so we're going to let this go. We got a new 5 minute about to start. Let's look at the indexes really quick. We still got some work to do. Yeah, so right now we're just waiting for price to reach our confirmations and or hit our key price levels. That's what we're waiting on right now. All right, so this is still holding. This is still holding. Yeah, so we want to see how this 15 ends. But yeah, like I said, we're in no rush to any trades. We're not in any trades right now. These are just trade ideas you see on your screen. But let me go ahead and catch up to these comments. Hey, what's going on, Shawn? I see you in here, Sparky. What's going on? Yeah, so we got Euro news in about an hour and 15. And then, whoops, wrong day. And then we got the FOMC later on today. Now, gold looks like it's still dropping down, but I'm not going to go for sales yet on it. Did I just mess that level up? I think I did. But I'm not going to go for sales yet on it. I think it was right here. No, it was probably right here. There it goes. I'm going to see how it reacts in this zone right here before I do that. This price is still bullish right now, technically, even though it is red. It's been dropping. I'm not going to go for sales just yet. It's got a few levels to break before I'm like, okay, I'm going for sales. EJ's been hugging this level all night. So is GJ. We'll see a nice rejection wick on that. That's what I was supposed to be pulling up. I was supposed to be pulling up this one. Yeah, so this is at a good position too. Big push to the upside. Yeah, this holds this level. We can go for a possible buy. So we want to see if we can hold it. It's been above this level all night, it looks like. And of course, the JPY pairs had a little push up yesterday. Had a dump on Monday. Had a push retracement up yesterday. And it looks like right now it's still trying to continue to the upside. Yeah, that's a nice rejection wick right there. Yeah, so we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. All right, GN, nice rejection. All right, I like that too. Yeah, so we're paying attention to GN as well. EN didn't really hit this zone yet. It's respecting the level of traffic though. AN is pushing back up as well. There's one of these waiting for this next 15. Got a nice rejection on that right there as well. Yeah, so we're looking at CJ. We're going to be looking at CJ. We're going to be looking at EA. We're going to be looking at GP New Zealand and then possibly AD New Zealand. We're going to be looking at other JPY pairs as well. But mainly we're going to be paying attention to CJ. CJ and GN for right now. CJ and GN. And EA. Those are going to be the three. CJ, EA, and GN. So let me go ahead and write this one up too. Yep, so a new 15 is about to start. And let's see what it's looking like. So 60, 35. That's a strong push up. All right. So I still want to look for Canadian buys, but nothing's at a good entry for those right now. So we're gonna flip back and forth on those, but we're gonna pay attention to the ones that are at good entries currently. So that's the ones we're gonna pay attention to right now. Our new 15 started. This is starting off green. We'll put this on the other screen. We're gonna go to GN and see what GN is talking about. So it's 72257696. All right, so it's gonna be about like a 50, 60 pip stop loss. It's pushing up nicely. I do like how this is looking here. So I would like to wait at least the first 5 minute candlestick. But if it starts to break through the number I have in my head, we're just gonna jump in on this. And it looks like it's gonna try to do so. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at CJ too. It's not moving as strong as this one. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I like this right here. It's a strong push up. So we're gonna do this. Nine, 7, 8. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter GM. It's a nice push up. Can actually test. Yeah, this is a little bit of a little aggressive entry, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just showing that it wants to push up. So I do like this. Of course, make sure to read the disclaimer. And if you don't see what I see, if you don't agree with my analysis, of course you do not have to enter, but I am personally entering this trade. I'm not gonna go too crazy London session though, because like I said, last time it was FOMC, the markets were stupid dead during the week. I mean during the day. So I might just enter. Damn, that sucks. That would have been nice to be in, but it's all good. Uh, yeah, someone just like these TPs up. Yeah, so I might just jump with this. Or if EA pushes up, I might jump into that, especially since GA is pumping. But that's pretty much the only things. Maybe oil too, if oil wants to act right. So what am I do? Okay, I'm typing. You already know I can't. I'm talking to it. Yeah. All right, damn. So TP's posted. Go ahead and mark off the first TP. Then we'll let this thing run and see what it do. Let this thing run and see what it do. Now, looking at the other JPY pairs, looking at CJ, because that was the one we said we was going to pay attention to, that thing's dropping down. Like I said, if it holds underneath this level and rejects it, then we can't possibly look for sales on this. But so far, it's still on it. It's still on it. It's still retesting this level. So we're just going to patiently wait and let it do its thing. It's still above the blue line, still above the daily level. So we're going to just let it do its thing for right now. Gold just, whoops. Gold just hit this level here. So we'll see how it reacts to this level here. See how it reacts. Whoops, not the 5. I'm doing the 15. I want to see how it reacts to this level here. Because yesterday, those I was in the stream yesterday, we were anticipating sales, which is why we didn't even go for buys yesterday. And sure enough, price done exactly that. So I would like to look for buys still. I like to look for buys above this level, or if it can hold this level, I could look for buys here as well. But I wouldn't really want to look for sales until it breaks like the next couple levels I have marked off. Speaking of which, CJ just touched this level. Still respecting it as a support as of now, but it is, as you see, pushing downwards slightly. And GA just took off. I don't really enter off on news candlesticks, but this would have been one of those few exceptions where it would have been okay. But again, most of the time I don't for a reason. So I'm not going to just start breaking rules because there's that small percentage where sometimes it'll work in my favor. Yeah, so we're just going to hold this trade. Let's go back to oil. Oils are tracing down some. So let's go back on the daily time frame. Yeah, so it's rejecting that. So this could be just a lower high. It's rejecting this level. If it stayed above it, we could have went for buys, but it's rejecting it. So this could be a lower high being made. So if we retraces and retest this level, we could possibly look for selling oil as well. But these are the only things I kind of like right now. So E8 breaks back above the support level. We can look for possible buy. The JPY pairs, we're kind of just waiting to let's see what they're going to do because they're kind of ranging right now. We could see a reversal potentially, but as of now, not 100% sure yet. So we're not going to even mess or enter it because it's like rolling the dice, at least in my opinion. So we see the nice wick, so it's still supporting this level. I mean, it's still respecting this level of support. Let's see what these other JPY pairs are up to. Yeah, so we see similar things. So the idea for a buy is still not out the window just yet. And speaking of out the window, TB1 just got blown out the window. That thing just got ripped through. And y'all saw literally, that's what I mean. Literally in like 10 seconds, price just changed just like that. So we just hit TP1. I think we barely missed TP2 by like a pip. But TP1 just got hit. Y'all should be nice and blue on y'all screens. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Like I said though, the JPY pairs are still looking kind of valid right now. They're still kind of looking valid. Besides EJ. EJ is like being stubborn. But CJ is still respecting his level. So I'm just waiting for it to hold this level, turn a little green, show that wants to try to take out these highs to the left. And then, I'll gladly jump in on this once my confirmations are met. Or, if GJ breaks that daily level, I'll jump in on that as well. All right, so let's retrace some more. Approaching a closer to a buy setup. Now, if we look at this structure here, we went for buys the past couple days for a reason, just like some early signs of possible trend reversal. But looking at the charts, it's still bearish momentum. So the FOMC could very much so cause price to rip back down to the downside and make a new low and break through this level of traffic that we have right here. So that's definitely not impossible. But as of now, if there wasn't news and stuff like that, I'd be looking for buys. But with the news, you just have to keep that in mind because with the news, they're doing a few things. They're using that as an excuse to push price where they want to push price, and they're also, ruining people's days in the markets. So you got to keep an eye out for that stuff. Okay, yeah. So I like CJ. Yep, I like CJ. So as long as it doesn't take off, I'm going to wait for the next 15. But I like CJ. It's definitely showing that it's rejecting this level and showing this level still being respected as a support. Again, this is a little bit of a high risk trade. Maybe when I say that's because this is a little bit early of a let me not say that. We kind of already took out the other low. We broke through the other low. So yeah, hold this low support. We climb up and try to fill that imbalance up. So at least short term, obviously this pair FOMC affects a lot of charts in the markets. So things can change obviously going into New York or due to the news. But as of right now, I do see price at least going to at least try to target taking out these highs. If not at least 144. And you see price hitting at least 144. So that's what we're gonna see what we can hit. We barely missed TP2 again. Let's see what else we're looking at. Alright, so New Zealand CAD is trying to push up as well. So yeah, there's a few things that are kind of slowly trying to push up on us. Kind of slowly trying to push up on us. Alright, so let's go ahead and so we're gonna keep an eye on this too. But we're gonna flip back to this in the next 15. Let's go back to GN really quick. Okay, cool. So we're looking at GN. I got CJ on my other screen. So we're already in this trade. So I'm gonna put back on. No, it wasn't this one. There we go. I'll put this back on. Let me just do a double check of mine. Let's see. The other Canadian pairs are pushing up. But if I'm following my rules, not on the 3 hour and looking at the structure, yeah, it's not a terrible buy. If we can respect that support level, strictly trading support resistance, wouldn't be a terrible buy. But market structure wise, it's definitely not showing bullish momentum. At least on the Zealand cap. I mean, looking on the 15, yeah, I'm talking about like the bigger time frames. We might see some on the hour. Yeah, we're starting to see it a little bit. But if we zoom out, we don't see it that much. Right? We zoom out a little farther. Again, it's a little bit, but it's not very clear and distinct. But of course, it's not going to be pretty and perfect and textbook every single time. But nonetheless, Canadian pairs are going up. So I'm not against the buy here. It's on my key price level. So let's switch back to these JPY pairs. Yep, they're turning green again. So yeah, EJ is the only one being stubborn. EJ's the only one being stubborn. Yeah, so and GJ looks like it's about to try to break above this level too. So yeah, this would have been a little small gap to enter off of. I know there's a lot of lines. So I'm gonna clean up these extra lines, but yeah, I like CJ. So yeah, we got a couple minutes to the next 15. We got about a minute and a half. And yeah, so when we're paying attention to bulls, we're tracing back up. So you can see possible sells in oil. It was looking like it was trying to break and stay above that level. But just looking at the past few days, it's been rejecting this level. And then it was above this level yesterday and today. So it looks like it's going to try to climb back up because we see here it's definitely been struggling to make a new low. It's been hitting this level of traffic and struggling to break through it, as we can see here by these wicks. But price is extremely bearish, so this is a perfect looking new low opportunity. So we could possibly go for sales here. And looking at the bigger scale and bigger time frames, if I was to follow my rules, a sell would be essentially what I go for regardless. So I'm not against that at all. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this next 15. It's doing that retracement for us. So I kind of like this as well. So I might write this up as well. 6985. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this up to all right, yeah. All right, new 15 just started. So I got CJ on my other screen. Let me just see what these other JPY pairs are looking like. Cool. Yeah, but we're still going to focus on CJ. So let's go back on GN, see what GN's up to. All right, cool. Just trying to push back up. Let's see what EA. EA still doing cartwheels and taking a nap on the daily level. Let's see. This link has trying to push up. 8495, 8525. So we be about like a 30 pip stop loss. Which isn't bad. Yeah, so CJ is still respecting this level. So there's been plenty of times where like price will just chill here, and then just like we saw the GN, it could explode up. But it is still respecting this level as a support. So I'm going to keep an eye on this still. But for now, these pairs are still doing the same thing they've really been doing since they had the bank holiday on, what was it, Monday? It's been really doing that since then. We got a huge dump all last week. They did a huge dumps last week. We caught a nice sell on Friday, in fact. But we're still gonna pay attention to it though. It's still showing green. So yeah, I might enter this. We'll see though. We'll see though. Out of curiosity, let me see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, this would have been a beautiful entry. It is all good. I'm gonna go for the next best thing. I'm gonna put a stop loss right here. Then I'm gonna mark this off. EA's pushing up. Alright, so we're seeing some action now. CJ's pushing up as well. So we're seeing some action now. We're seeing some action. We're almost at the 4 o'clock candle. Those that know about the 4 o'clock hour and the 4 o'clock candle, you all know. But we're approaching that time. Yeah, I like this stuff right here. Yeah, so that's kind of confirming it for me. My bad if I'm quiet. I'm texting some stuff. We need to check on oil too, so let me flip back on oil as well. There are a few things we got to do. I've just been staring at the charts heavily, but we're going to take care of the stuff and go over the stuff before the stream's over. So give me 1 second. I'm going to see if we can hit the next TP on this as well. All right, so let's just push back down. So we're going to see if this can, if US30 can hold this level of support or resistance. So far, it's holding the support. So I just wrote marking this up for right now. Not in it yet, but so far it's holding its support. So we want to see if it can continue to do so. And if it can, then we will pay more attention to it. I'm not going to say we'll enter. So that's still to be determined. Yeah, I like these right here. Oh yeah, I'm brain farting. Yeah, so this is still trying to push up. Look at EA. Yeah, so we pay attention to EA too. My bad. Like I said, I'm typing some stuff for the members right now. That's why I'm quiet. But we're still on the charts though. Cool. Got a new 5 minute. That's about to start in a couple minutes. So I want to see if we can close above this level, especially close above the green, because the colors are important as well. So we can close above the green. That'd be extra nice. There we go. I'm on my other screen. I'll show you what I'm looking at on my other screen in a second. Yeah, but these JPY pairs look like they're trying to push up. So I do kind of like these. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, 205. $375. Alright, cool. Let's go back to GN. Yeah, so GN's still trying. Let's see what EN's up to. AN's still doing what AN's do. EJ is finally trying to act accordingly. It's finally done being stubborn. It's finally looking like the other pairs. 238, 238, 238. Yeah, so I'm done marking up these pairs I'm trying to pay attention to. We're going to go over how we did yesterday. Of course, you already clicked that first link and free Telegram, free signal. You can already see for yourself, not just how we did yesterday, but how we've done this week so far, last week, the week before that, etc. All that good stuff. So I'm not trying to do a super big stop loss. It's not really needed. Just be a decent stop loss. All right, cool. All right, so we got about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes to the next 15. Let's go back to EA. So EA is holding this level, which is nice. So we're gonna hold this level. We're gonna enter this. Well, if we're gonna hold this level and it's showing it's still trying to push up, we're gonna enter this during the next 15-minute candlestick, most likely. So oil's doing that retest we wanted to see. So we're gonna try not to forget about oil because we tend to do that a lot. And then we're going to look at US30 as well, just to see how it reacts. If it shows like it's going to do what it did last FOMC and take a nap on the daily level, we're just going to leave it alone for the day. It's not that serious. We don't have to trade the indexes every day. That's why we have all these right here, all these different options, because if there's not a nice, clean, high probability setup on one chart, 9 times out of 10, we're going to find a setup in one of these. So that's the game plan there. All right, so that's at a halt at the middle of the zone. I'm going to slide it over to the right. All right, so things have slowed down a little bit. GN is still trying to push up, still trying to break through this level of traffic. We're going to let it do its thing. And we're going to keep it on EA. So, all right, bam. Now I'm going to go over how we did like yesterday. This is how we did yesterday. Me and the members entered both these trades during Tokyo session. But we caught a GN buy. All teams got hit. We got 141 pips. It was this play right here. We entered here. I had 2 positions on it. Added a second position here. But the initial first position was this one. It was a nice 1 to 5 one with 1 to 6 risk reward. Caught a total of 141 pips. And then we caught a Euro AUD buy. Got a total of 210 pips. It was this setup right here. And then we took a trade last night on this level, trying to enter another buy. Took a loss there. Now we're seeing if we can hold this level and see if we can enter a buy here. Of course, if it shows it's not going to hold that level, we're just going to leave it alone. But we entered here. Caught a huge buy similar to GN. This was a 1 to 5, almost 1 to 6 risk to reward. And then we entered this one live, SPX, caught this huge 4,700 pip buy to the upside. So me and the members entered a buy, and we caught on Monday. Wait, no, what's today? Yeah, Monday, and we caught like 2,000 something pips. We caught the daily candlestick on Monday, and then yesterday we literally caught the entire daily candlestick on SPX. We entered here. And we caught the entire daily candlestick up. And if you go here, and just click here, you'll see the time I posted it. You see how many people viewed and or entered it. You'll see the entry. You'll see the TPs. 39.65 was the entry right here. You can clearly see 39.65 was right here. So we rode this entire wave up. So new 15s at the start. So we left gold alone. It looks like gold is respecting this level, but that's fine. We don't need to try to catch every pip. So what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, is if gold breaks back above this level and starts treating as support, then I'll look for a buy setup on gold. So we're going to see if gold can do that. And if gold can do that, then I'll happily, I'll happily jump in on that. But we got a new 15 that just started. So there we go. Let's see what EA is talking about. Yes, I like this. I like EA. Like I said, we took a loss last night on it. Then yesterday again, it was a kind of an aggressive entry. Broke above it, retested once. We almost hit TP1 a couple times. We barely missed TP1, like by like half a pip many times, as you can see here. And then it just struggled to break that level of traffic and retrace down. But again, it makes sense because 1, it is Wednesday, and then 2, Monday and yesterday were huge falling field days. But I do like this right here. So we might enter this as well because I do like this right here. I'm not gonna go crazy on this entry, but I do like this right here. All right, if it retraces, I'm gonna post it. It's pushing up a little. It's not the entry out, the ideal entry. So if it retraces some, I'll post it. But SO for this, I'm looking at like either 60-40, we can say 60-45. All right, it's dropping down some. All right, scratch that. Daily zone 75, 85. I'm kind of pips right now. I'm trying to see because it's going to hit the daily level 75. Let's see what drops. Let's see what dropping some. Because again, with spread and everything, I want y'all to be able to enter like, and of course, you know, I got to type this stuff and all that. All right, so it's dropping down some. All right, cool. Let's go a little 60-40, but on the safe side. I'm going to post the TPs for y'all in a second. Irons minuting. We got a lot of stuff going down right now. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities coming into play. But we don't need to jump into every opportunity. We just need to make sure that the ones we do jump into, we can capitalize off of and are profitable. That's one mistake I used to make. And I don't do it too much anymore. Sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I'll still go a little crazy. But that's on my own, like, you know, the Telegram and the playbook. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But like on my own, you know, I'll do some aggressive setups and stuff like that. But 115. But overtrading is definitely a thing. Yeah, I think it's pumping up now. Yeah, there we go. So we're making some of our money back. Me and the members are, at least, from the loss we took on this last night. Right there. We got some other TVs getting hit as well. Like, we got stuff popping off on both screens right now. All right. TP2. Yeah, I think GN's where they hit a TP2. We're about to see, but we're hitting, me and the members are hitting TPs as well. TP5. TP4 hit. TP4 hit. This thing's going crazy as well. All right, now let's go to GN really quick. GN, we just hit TP2 on GN. Make sure hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, these things are moving now. Yeah, market's going crazy right now. I told y'all the 4 o'clock candle. What I tell y'all, 4 o'clock candle. If you know, you know about it. 4 o'clock candle does it every time. 45. Four-o'clock candle does it every time. Where we at? My bad. 6100. Man, these charts going crazy right now. $285. Yeah, we're going crazy right now. Going crazy right now. EA's pumping up. GN's pumping. We just hit another TP on GN. Yeah, GN flying right now. Man, this shit's still gonna be feeling real sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like it's just crazy. Like before I don't want to say mastered because that sounds because I definitely mastered it. So I don't even want to use that word. But before discovering the strategy, man, I used to struggle trading, bro. But now it's like things just be clicking, and it's just literally like rinse and repeat once you understand the basics and understand like market structure and how to read candlesticks. And there's just like rinse and repeat, literally rinse and repeat. 65. Look at this line right here. EA going crazy. These markets going crazy right now. It's just 105. I told y'all that 4 o'clock candle. Cool. US30 pushing up. So yeah, would not be against. I like this right here. We could be seeing possible reversals happening. But we're nice and blue right now. So I would even feel inclined to enter that. But I could potentially see that, but I'm not even tempted to enter that, to be honest. We just entered 3 trades. Well, me and the members entered another trade, but we entered 2 trades in the free Telegram. Me and the members entered another trade, and yeah, we just went 3 for 3 in like 20 minutes. So I'm not complaining about that. But out of curiosity, let's just see what those other pairs we're looking at are doing. So NC is still chilling there. NJ is still chilling there. AJ is still chilling there. GA is broken above, which is probably why EA is flying. GN did his thing. GBCAT broke this zone right here. Never did a retest, so if it breaks above this level, we could possibly look for buys above this level here for GBPCAT. So I'll do those levels later, because like I said, I'm not really going to enter anything else right now. We're just going to be chilling and letting these things ride out. So GJ just hit the top of the zone. It's going to be interesting to see how price reacts. Is it going to break it through that or not? So I was going to be curious. I could see it break through. Did a huge engulfing, did a retest. So it could potentially break through that. But we're just going to have to wait and see. then AN doing this thing. So yeah, this is why you don't just want to jump into pairs. You want to, of course, wait for confirmations, patiently wait, think what makes the most sense, and then enter, do proper risk, and let price do its thing. You know what I'm saying, and then just have no fear. But that's easier said than done. That part comes into place after repetition and hours of back testing or practicing and stuff. But like I said before, last night we took this loss in EA. A lot of people, including the older me, would have been scared or hesitant to go for a second buy. Actually, no, scratch that. Old me would have been revenge trading like crazy. Like I would have been like, oop, buy, 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 buy. And then after a bunch of losses from me doing dumb stuff and not trading at key price levels, then when it's actually at a good entry point, then I would have been all hesitant and scared to enter. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said, we got Euro news about to pop off in about 30 minutes. It's orange folder, but it could still affect the market slightly. So do just keep that in mind, because we are in a Euro pair trade. We are in EA. So this could affect the markets in our favor or against our favor. So just keep that in mind. That way you're not shocked or surprised. And then plus, we just had a huge pump and we're hitting levels of traffic. So we could see a possible, I just fixed this and I just messed it up, but we could see a possible retracement happen this next candlestick. So just keep an eye on your charts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off in a second, y'all. Make sure if y'all made some money with me, hit that like button. Also subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Like I said, doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. I'm gonna repost the details of the giveaway later today because it's been like about a week or so since I last did that. So I'm gonna post that, but the details will be posted in the Telegram. So make sure you join the first link. Hit the first link and join the free Telegram. All right. Just call both these trades in here that we entered. See the TPs getting hit. See how people viewed and entered them. This is how we did yesterday. Went 3-0 yesterday. Right now today, we are 3-1. Lost a trader in Tokyo session, and then we just won 3 trades just now. But this is how we did yesterday. We went 3-0. We went 2-0 on Monday. Went 3-0 on Tuesday. Caught 5,000 pips yesterday. And then the day before that, we caught 2,866 pips. And then last week, we went 14-2 last week and caught a total of 18,642 pips. But yeah, new 15 just started, man. Make sure to follow me on both Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it on the bottom of y'all screens at playmaker_way. Same spelling as the YouTube, all right? I post daily on both. Don't enter a trade if you're not ready to lose. Exactly, Sparky. Don't enter a trade if you're not ready to lose or risk what you're going to risk. And that might sound like common sense, but like a lot of people, including the old me, you see stuff on social media or you see some videos of people making like big money. And that's why I like this ain't calling out the person that asked yesterday, but someone asked yesterday was like, how much you usually make? And I was like, I don't go over all that. Because again, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to have y'all focus on what I'm making. I'm trying to have y'all focus on what y'all can make. You get what I'm saying? Because what I'm making and what I can make ain't going to help you out one bit. Unless I'm giving y'all my money. And, I'm not going to do that. So me telling you how much I make is not going to help you unless you just want to pocket watch me. But me teaching you how to catch news I caught is going to help you. You know what I'm saying? The amount of piss we catch is going to be the same. But the amount of money we make on the news is going to be different because the lot size, the percentage we're risking, all these variables come into play. But the amount of pips we catch can be the same. And again, they come with confidence too, but also because a lot of people, there's a lot of things like over leveraging. There's a lot of things that come into play. Why it's just a lot of things, but I'm trying to do my part. That's why I started Playbook, to try to help people with the learning curve and not struggle like I did. Learn from other people's mistakes. That's what a wise person does. You feel me? And I made a lot of mistakes, and once things started clicking, like I said before, like it's not as complicated as people make it seem, or you think it is originally when you first start trading. It is not complicated at all. Like, it's literally just rinse and repeat. Like, I literally just woke up. I started the stream at 3 o'clock. I woke up at literally 2:30. Did a quick chart analysis, like a 15-minute chart analysis. Started the stream. And here we are an hour later. Like, it's that simple. And I do that most of the time. That's probably why I be sounding dead on live, because I kind of am. I'm fried. Like, I be up all night. I'm going to sleep at like midnight because I trade all sessions. That's besides the point. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Once you understand what you're looking at, what to look for, it just becomes simple, bro. It just becomes simple. Yeah, but this is dropping to the downside. Yeah, like I said, I'm leaving the you said, will US30 be a buy or sell? That I cannot tell you. That's not how things work. I could tell you if I'm entering a trade, but I can't just tell you if it's a buy or sell. Now, I went over it, but I'm gonna go over it again for you. So I'm gonna assume you just entered. So I got you, Cloud9. I got you, and because one of my not anymore, because I don't play League no more. But back in the day, Cloud9 was the team. But anyways. So US30, looking at the daily time frame and daily structure, it is bearish. You see, it is bearish. But you see here, the past couple of weeks, it's been struggling to make new lows, and it pushed up to the upside. Now, the past 2 days, it has been rising up, and we have been catching buys on SPX. So if we're going to hold this level of support, if we can stay above, and if you miss these numbers, just double tap backwards and rewind. But if we can stay above like 32,480, then you could possibly look for buys. If you can hold 32,480 as support, then you can possibly look for buys up to around 3,600, 32,600 or 32,630. But if it breaks below that, then you could probably see some drops, some sells down to around. I gotta add another level here. So down to around, I gotta add my middle zone. So you can see possible sells down to around 32,240-ish, and the extreme like 32,000. But that just depends on what happens before the news. Because like I said before, last FOMC price was dead until the news. I scratched that last FOMC that was at 2 o'clock. All right, so that's what I can say right now. I can't tell you if it's a buy or sell, because if I say that and you enter a buy or sell, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to hear nothing. And like I said, like I can only that's just how it works. Like I trade off levels, I trade off certain prices. So if price breaks above or below a certain price, then that's when I consider a buy or sell. But like off rip, I can't just be like, oh. But now if it's a bullish structure and it's clear that like I'm strictly looking for buys, or I'm strictly only looking for sells. But I'm not in US30 right now. I'm in these trades right now. So you click that first link, you'll see what trades we're currently in right now, because we just hit some TPs and we just hit another TP. So I can speak on these trades, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in these trades right now. Nine seven. We're like a pip away from this next TP. I think we hit it though. So I'm gonna count it. GN 9765. TB5 hit. Mm-hmm. 9775. 9775. Then let's go look at EA. EA, so we're pushing. GA is doing this thing. Yeah, that thing is it's still some slight bearish momentum on these JPY pairs. Which ain't a surprise, but well, I stated before, it still stands. And it's still holding that level of support. So until it breaks below, what I said before, it still stands. And gold is still slowly climbing. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can break this level. We're gonna go for buys at this entry right here. This is weird. It's like could have sworn I caught the buys to the upside here. As well. No, that's not what happened. I cut the profits early. Oh yeah, I was out of town. That's what happened. I was like, that's weird, cause I made it like my personal duty to like make sure to not miss gold trades. So those that was here like a couple months ago, there was literally like a month where like I had like these strategies marked up, and the thing would literally wick my levels. Cause I guess my levels were just too accurate that month. I don't know, but it would literally wick my levels and then run away. Instead of like what we saw today, break above it, do a retest. Literally the entire month, gold would just literally tap my levels and then run away. So I kept missing entries on it, and I took that personally. So I literally just been like just staring at the chart. I was staring at gold every day. Cause I think I deleted most of them, but like yeah, I did. I wish I didn't. But TradingView made me mad one day. Like I don't know if anyone else has this problem. Let me know in the comments. But like, well, obviously I don't know if a bunch of people have like a bunch of stuff on their screens at the same time. But like I deleted all these levels, right? Because I was updating my levels for the week. So I deleted all these levels, I added new levels. And then 10 minutes later, the stuff I deleted got fused with the stuff I added. And it did it like twice. So I ended up just like deleting everything. Like I hit the trash, I had to trash everything. But because it trashed everything, it trashed all my trading markups, and our trades from that we took on gold. So I like to try to keep it like I don't like as a record, like for me mentally, and just like to show, like to also see, like I don't know, like just the past and stuff like that. But it is what it is because it's all documented in the playbook. So we barely missed. We probably hit it on a broker, but we barely missed the next TP on EA. What else are we in? Yeah. But Gina's doing this thing. Alien's trying to catch up. Yeah, so great start. And it's just London session. This works out nice because, like I said, we got FOMC popping off, and then Thursday and Friday we just got a bunch of major news as well. We got CHF news at 4:30. We got GDP news at the opening at 8 o'clock. Then 30 minutes later, we got unemployment claims. Then 2 hours later, we got new home sales. Then we got later on that night CPI for the yen. Then on Friday, same thing, GDP news right at the start of London. Then 4:15, we got a bunch of Euro news, literally from 4:15 to 5:15. So for a whole hour straight, we got Euro PMI. Then right after that, we got the GBP PMI. So yeah, Friday is going to be crazy with possible opportunities. But yeah, it's going to be some interesting stuff going on in those charts Thursday and Friday. Definitely. All right, cool. That's my alarm's about to go off to let me know to go do editing. I'm gonna hop off in a second. So EuroCAD did break above this level. Yeah, so EuroCAD, I'm gonna be looking for buys on EuroCAD. Strictly buys on EuroCAD. I'm only looking for strictly buys on GBPCAD for right now. I'm not in buys right now, but I'm saying if I'm going to be looking for setups, me personally, this is just me personally, I'm going to be looking for strictly buys on GBCAD, EuroCAD. The other Canadian pairs I can't speak too much on, but 9 times out of 10 they will follow. But again, the ones that are clear bullish momentum to the upside is GC and EC. So I'll look for buys on those. The New Zealand pairs I would consider buys if anything. I mean, we're in one right now. We caught a huge one yesterday. So that's why I look for those. JPY pairs, I went over that earlier. I kind of just would watch and see, but right now it's showing what it was showing earlier, which is the bullish momentum. So if it can stay above these levels, I look for buys for right now. But if it breaks back above this level, it breaks back below this level, not above, then you could possibly look for sells. But just looking at what it's been doing the past couple of days, it's been pushing up, so we could see some possible reversals happen. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, gold, if we can break above that level, we're going to be looking for buys. This is holding still. So yeah, if we can hold this level, we can look for buys here. But if US30 breaks below this level, you can look for sells. That's literally where a bunch of these pairs are at right now. They're at like a coin flip situation. But I am leaning towards buys on the indexes a little bit more than sells. But I try not to be biased to strictly just look at what the market's showing me. But that's just me being a little honest. But again, you still have to do your proper analysis and stuff like that. But we did catch buys the past 2 days on SPX, and it is right on top of the next support level. And if we look at SPX and NAS, they look clearly bullish compared to US30. And again, 9 times out of 10, they do move similarly, but there has been a few times where they've done their own things. So do keep that in mind. But that's what I'm looking at for those right there. So NAS and SPX, I'm definitely looking for strictly buys for the next few levels. US30, as of now, we could look for buys. But it's still some bearish momentum, and that can change. It could come back into play, if not today, with tomorrow or Friday's news. So there's that. Let me catch up to these comments. Yeah, I think we're going to go down some more. That's why I didn't enter it. Yeah, I saw that too. That's why I was patiently waiting. Yeah, and I was thinking that too, because again, it did go crazy yesterday. But it held this level, did a nice retest here, and it showed like it was going to try to push up, and we barely missed it a few times. The first TP, but that does happen. But we're making it right back right now, so I'm not tripping too much on that. We're going to see if we can break this level right here. Oh, we just hit the other TP while I was talking. So let me go ahead and which another TP5 just got hit. Then let me do this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna catch up to these comments. Those are just on the stream. We took 3 trades, so we're 3-1 for the day. We are 3-1 for the day. We are 8-1 for the week. We're going to go over those trades in a second. Just typing some things up really quick. Man, I might reward myself with some sleep in a second. I really messed myself up this weekend. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. So let me fix this to the next TP. Then I'm gonna catch up to y'all's comments. I'm gonna get better with the comments, y'all. I'm pretty good with them, but I do be looking at the times they're posted and the time I respond to them. And there are a few times where you be about 10 minutes late. And I do apologize, but y'all only see this screen, but I got a whole nother screen to the left of me. And then, I got a bunch of different channels I got to send stuff to. I got, to write the trades up, got to calculate the TPs. And then on top of that, like I said, I got another monitor. We just entered 3 trades almost simultaneously. So, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And I got to focus sometimes. But I do see the comments. And I will catch up and respond to all the comments. So I do appreciate y'all interacting. And of course, viewing and staying on the stream. So let me catch up to these comments. I traded you guys simple setup, some markups. I don't like dirty charts. You call my chart dirty. Well, I'm not. Oh, okay. No, you're saying not mine. Okay. I laughed too early. Some people be having way too much on there. Most are probably use. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's how it is too. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, again, my charts aren't usually this messy. I miss slacking. I'm not gonna lie. They're usually a lot cleaner. But I've been trying to be like super precise. I've been trying to like push myself a little bit more, like with more aggressive and more precise entries and things like that. But they're usually not this messy. Like y'all see on Monday, and then usually Thursdays are usually clean as my charts are. Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday, and they get a little messy. But I clean them up. I redo them on Sundays or Mondays, and then I redo them again on either Wednesdays or Thursdays. So 2 times out the week they're clean. The rest of the week you get all these other stuff on there. But 2 times out the week when we start the stream, it's just going to be strictly blue and gold lines. But I definitely get what you mean though, especially like with certain indicators make the charts messy in my eyes. But I know they be helping people out, but I definitely get what you mean. Right now I'm not entering anything else right now. True envy, I'm done entering trades for right now. Done entering trades for right now. That doesn't mean there won't be any other opportunities, but I'm personally not entering anything else right now. We're in 3 trades currently. And we're deep in profit in all of them, so I'm just gonna be chilling in these right here. But that does not mean that there won't be any opportunities now. Granted, like I said, now I'm not saying today's gonna be like that, but you have to base things on what happened in the past, right? And the last FOMC that was at 2 o'clock, the markets were dead. But it was also, if I'm not mistaken, that was right after like a bunch of bank holidays too, if I'm not mistaken. So let me see if I can remember what day that was. I want to say it was February. I've been saying a couple weeks ago. That's how you know I just be losing track of time. I feel like it was this week. Yeah. Yep, it was this week. This day, the 22nd of February, price was dead until 2 o'clock. But again, doesn't mean it's going to happen today. but I like to base things on what happened in the past. Because history does repeat itself, especially on these charts. All right, cool. Yep. And then we have FOMC. It's at 2. No, it's at 2 o'clock, and then 2:30. So we'll see. But literally, if the markets are open, there's going to be opportunities. Now, granted, there is that small 10% where like there's either holidays, it's just super choppy consolidation, or like yesterday and Monday, there was huge volume, huge pumps, and we caught huge moves. And with huge moves comes huge retracements, right? We caught huge moves on gold the past couple of weeks. And now we got a nice little retracement. Same thing with Euro AED. Caught a huge buy on Euro AED yesterday. Went for a buy here. Nope. Huge retracement. But now look. Boom. Now we're back at it. But yeah, like today though, if I enter anything else, it'll probably be gold or oil. Oil did that retest we're talking about. So if we can break below this level, I would not be against the sell. But again, I'm pretty happy with my profits right now. But that doesn't mean this. I mean, just because I'm happy with my profits doesn't mean the market's going to close for me. You know what I'm saying? But I do see this as a possible sell setup here on the oil. So I do enter anything during New York. It would be oil or gold or the indexes. And I still need to add US30 back to my list. I kind of threw that away the past couple of weeks, but I need to add that back to my list. And we see yesterday's respecting his level of support. So yeah, if I do enter anything else, it'll probably be an index or gold. I kind of want to enter gold over the indexes. But either or, I'm not too picky. And I like oil too. So those would be the only things. And maybe the JPY pairs if they want to get their act together, which looks like they're trying to. Looks like they're trying to get their act together. So I might enter maybe one more JPY pair. And then can't forget about Canadian pairs. So there's gonna be a lot of opportunities. So Canadian pair buys, unless price just rips through these previous levels. Canadian pair buys, specifically on GBCAD, EuroCAD, possible JPY pair buys if they continue to respect the level of support like they currently are. And then New Zealand pair buys. That's the game plan for today. All right, so make sure I rewind that. And that's for right now. Of course, things can change, but that's for right now. All right, y'all. And I went over the price levels in the beginning, and you already know members. In the next hour or so, I'm gonna drop the price watch list for New York, and also update the trades we're currently in. Also, the course members, because the course members get that as well. So, speaking of which, if you're interested in learning how to identify these levels and catch trades like we caught today or last week or yesterday, like that huge SPX5 we caught live yesterday, click the second link or the third link description. I do have the course. The course doesn't just teach you my forex strategy, but it teaches you how to read the charts, which is most important. Because if you know how to read the charts, you can do anything with this. Like this is long-term investments, this is crypto, this is options, and it works on any time frame. It literally works on any time frame. I could show you. Let me see. Because I'm on stream right now. Yeah, I don't got anything else. Well, let me not say that. I do got stuff to do. But I'm going to do that in a second. This is how you know I don't do options. Because I don't even know what would even be Amazon. Is it AMZ? That was a scene, I guess. There's all German stuff. Is the dude that made Amazon German? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's the Deutschland flag. Because I had one saved, but I don't remember. So we're just gonna go to Bitcoin. USD because I know I have this one marked off. Then we've gone to daily. Crypto channel, I did not forget about that. I just been super busy with other stuff, not gonna lie. Do I have this one marked off? Yeah, I do. So we're gonna get rid of this. And just how you know I haven't been on this in forever because these levels are old. But you can kind of see still the same stuff. You'll be able to see a lot clearer. I think this was from a one-on-one session, matter of fact, because there's no reason why, because these levels, I would not mark these levels off if I was trying to trade. So I think this was from a one-on-one session. But that's besides the point. You see the same levels like you see on the currency pairs, and you see how prices treating these levels as support resistance levels. Same thing. And of course, it works on gold, and it works on indexes because we caught a buy on SPX yesterday and futures. Then it works on currency pairs because we're in 2 buys right now. Well, 3 buys, but we're in 2 buys in the free Telegram right now. But it's not just teaching you how my forex trade; it's teaching you how to read the charts in general, and of course the forex strategy on top of that. But understanding the charts is super important because you can have any strategy, right? Any strategy works. Obviously, some strategies work better than others, but if you don't understand, I don't even want to say the basics because it is the basics, but there's like the stuff that people don't go over. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that people do not talk about that I found mind-boggling. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Like, I was in IML, and then I purchased one course, but I took some stuff from it, but it didn't help me out a lot. It helped me out a little bit. And I had like one mentor, maybe 2 mentors, but ultimately it took me just figuring out on my own. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, again, like from the people I interacted with, I learned some stuff from like the basic stuff, like uptrend, downtrend, how to enter buy or sell, and like a few other things. But like for the most part, how to figure out a lot of this stuff on my own, which made it a little bit harder because you make a lot more mistakes when you have to learn things the hard way or trial and error. So that's why I started Playbook to help people with that, because I'm talking about I threw away some paychecks to the market. I made it back. Trust me, I made it all back. All the money I've thrown away, I've made that back. Definitely. But in the beginning, I'm talking about I had to get paid from my job. When I was working like 2 jobs and shit, I get paid, throw that into the markets, and not see it again. I'm talking about I'd be blowing accounts every week. It was crazy. And that's not even talking about challenges. I was blowing challenges like crazy too. But we just hit the final TP on EA. No, we didn't. That's a lie. We didn't hit the. Did we? 6-1, 15. No, we didn't. We hit TP6. Why? Now, why did I put that as the next TP? I'm gonna delete that because it could hit that one, but it could reverse beforehand. So I just took off that other one. The other TPs. So all TPs hit. We got sell on profit. All close. And then let's see what GN is up to. GN's still slowly climbing. Yeah, so we're making some money, y'all. We're making some money. All right, cool. And then also, of course, I also do one-on-one mentorships. You get 2-hour-long sessions a week. You get 2 sessions a week that are an hour long. I gotta word that properly. You get 2 hours. You get 2 sessions a week that are an hour long. Not 2 hour sessions. You get 2 sessions a week that are an hour long. They're recorded, sent to you the same day. Then you also, with that, get access to the advanced play signal room and the student and member group chat. It's a monthly. All right. So with this, not only are you learning, but you're making money while you're learning. Because there'll be a lot of programs where they charge you X amount of money to quote unquote learn, but you don't really start to make money until you break past the learning curve, if that. But with this off rip, you're going to be making money while learning the charts. So you're going to be learning how to see what I see on the charts with me. And then, of course, you're going to be making money off the plays with me as well. So I'm taking you to the lake, taking you to the beach. We're going rock fishing, whatever. And not only are you fishing with me, but the fish I catch, I'm giving you the fish too. Showing you how I caught that fish. And then I'm going to let you fish and then catch your fish as well. If that makes sense. But yeah, let's look at these other JPY pairs really quick. Just out of curiosity. And yeah, it looks like JPY pairs are going to be trying to push up a little bit for now. But like I said, I'm not going to enter anything else for right now. If I do enter anything else, it'd probably be oil if it breaks back below. But it's not doing that right now. Or gold if it breaks back above this. Or maybe the indexes. They are kind of tempting. But we're up for the day. I'm not trying to be greedy. So GJ did hit the top of the zone. So the JPY pairs are kind of depending on GJ right now. GJ is kind of like the US30 of the JPY pairs. So if we can break above and stay above that level, we could see JPY pairs continue to pump up for the day. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow's stream, same time, 3 a.m. EST.